Hi everybody. My name's David Wiegand. If you don't already know, I'm the host of the Future Retro podcast, host of this YouTube channel, and crazy music man, DJ, music collector, all the above. All of those are accurate. But today, I'd like to talk about something that I don't talk about very much, and I think it's time we do: chronic pain. So, some of you know, because I've talked about it a little bit here and there, I suffer from chronic pain. Uh, and it's not from anything that's outside of my control. In fact, it's 100% my fault. Uh, I'll tell you a little bit of story and a little bit of context so you understand my pain. Through a lot of stupidity, mine, I ignored uh, experts and friends and family when I was much younger and touring around and playing music at different clubs and venues all around everywhere. Um, and carrying 6 crates, sometimes more, of vinyl uh, at 50, 60 pounds a piece, sometimes more, depending on the weight of the vinyl. Uh, it took its toll. Pretty much this whole section of my body, because I would usually carry right-handed, because I am right-handed, uh, tended to get pulled and stretched and all of those things. And when I started to soothe that pain the way that people soothe that pain, um, I stopped that pretty quickly because I knew it was stupid. But I did it. And so, anyway, I still continued to ignore uh, experts, friends, and family in no particular order. Um, but I ignored them all. And then later in life, I had, when I had stopped working music as much and I decided to settle down and have a somewhat adult job, but still, of course, never give up music because you can't. Um, at least I can't. Uh, I had another accident. I decided to be the hero and I reached my arm out when I shouldn't have, and several 100 pounds with a lot of kinetic force, again on my right side. This was the final blow, and it basically torqued me in a way that all throughout my body, I am very aware of pain all the time. So, what does that mean? Uh, it means that on a scale of 1 to 10, on an average day, I'm running at about a 4. Now, some of you who are also in pain a lot or be like, oh, 4, that's not bad. And you're right. A 4 is tolerable. In fact, that's where I'm at right now. That's why I can talk freely and move. I'm still very aware of my shoulder right now, but it's not causing me to want to scream into an abyss until the pain stops. Uh, yeah. So where it gets bad is when the standard stuff for most people who suffer from pain, whenever it's cold out or a sudden startle and you jerk and you moved a muscle in a way that, thank you, Roomba, uh, you move in a way that your muscles didn't like or were prepared for, and now you're in pain again. Uh, yeah. So when I'm pausing, I'm just having flashbacks to moments of those pain. Uh, what it means for my music, though, is that I can't be as active doing all the things that I used to love to do. I used to love to DJ every day, even if it was just for 20 minutes, just because I had an idea for a 3 record trio that would have been amazing, and I just wanted to find out if it really was. Uh, or if I wanted to go work in the studio for a little while. Well, sitting down still for a long time, that's, for my particular pain, that's not good at all. Um, so, one of the things that I do with all of this pain is that I do try and channel it when I can. So, uh, for those of you that listen to the podcast, thank you for that, by the way. Uh, you might notice that there are some sets that are a bit more minimal or are very emotional or lack emotion and are just straight hardcore techno and just thumping away. I tend to put my emotions now more into my music, and when I say emotions, my pain it affects my emotions. Uh, I wish it didn't, but it does, uh, and it's affecting a lot. I'm not going to go into the personal side of it because that's not what we do. We don't air our personal stuff on the internet. I'm fully aware of the irony of I'm putting out personal information about my pain. But what I mean by that is this is, I think, more of a public discussion that I don't think very many people talk about. I know a lot of people talk about emotional pain and all of those types of things, and those feelings are also valid. Me personally, and this just maybe my upbringing, I don't like talking about my feelings that way. I'm not even really all that thrilled about talking about pain management and what it does to me and all of that. Um, I've kept this private for a very long time, but I have felt that it's time to start talking about chronic pain. Uh, what it affects me the most is that I can't do everything that I want to do in the timeline that I want to do it. Such as today, I had blocked off this whole day from about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning, depending on when I could finish my coffee, uh, down to about 3 o'clock when I would just want to start winding down my day and get ready for the evening with family. And all I got done today was about an hour ish of recording a podcast episode. It was something that I wanted to do today. It was one of many things I wanted to do, but I just didn't get around to it because by the end of the recording of the podcast, my pain level had gone from about a 4 up to about a 7. And thankfully, some of the stretching that I've learned over the years and a little bit of medicine helped. I don't like to talk about medications that I take, but I will share what I've been doing and what works in case it helps someone else. A long time ago, I treated with pills and opioids and all those things, and I just really never liked how I felt that way. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed being high, but it never was a fun high for me. It was always felt like an uncontrollable. About the first 15 minutes was amazing. Felt like a warm shower and a hug all wrapped together. But after about that first 15 minutes, on the first time in that cycle that I would take it, that's when the fun ended. Then it felt like, okay, this is just continuing to lift off and it's not stopping. And now I can't feel like I can control it. Uh, And then I stopped doing that, and then I started smoking weed like almost everybody else does. At least everybody in my circle of people that I've talked to about pain, they explore weed at some point. And I'm not gonna say that I didn't enjoy that also, because I did. Uh, but then I got older and realized I still had stuff to do. So that stopped. And then a long time went by, and I just went without. I went without any type of pain management in any way, and that was even worse than anything else because that brought on depression and anger. And Yeah, that was an adventure. Uh, and then In the last, I don't know, about 5 to 6 years, maybe even a little bit longer, I've started to learn about CBD, and what that can do for reducing inflammation through the various spectrums that are available. And thankfully, in the state of Texas, which is where I'm located, it's easy enough to get. I believe it's easy for everybody to get, but here you literally just have to go to the gas station and you can get the low grade stuff, but it also might have some other things in it. But there are plenty of other places that you can go that are very reputable, and I would imagine it's like what a weed dispensary is, but for people who want pain management instead. It's kind of interesting. Uh, if you haven't looked into it, it's interesting, even if just not to take, but just to read about, just to see what's out there. It's a pretty interesting rabbit hole you can go down about all the CBD treatments and things. I'm pretty thankful for that. Uh, but the point of this video that I wanted to make is for all up and coming music acts, whether you are a DJ or a digital musician or whatever you want to call yourself in the electronic music field. Even rock and roll and others where maybe you're starting out and you don't have roadies yet and you're carrying your own equipment. Do it the right way. Even if it takes longer, even if it doesn't make you look cool, even if it feels boring and stupid, to take the time to load balance, to weigh your stuff and know all you can about proper lifting techniques and all of those things. I cannot stress to you how important it is. I I had people who told me, and I ignored them. Don't ignore them. Don't ignore me. You don't want to be almost 50 years old and still feel like in here you're 18, 19, 21 years old, ready to go out and party all night, but because you made incredibly stupid and ill-informed choices that were so stupid that I just still don't even have words for. Where you wake up in the morning and all you did was sleep in a slightly different position, and now your body feels like it's on fire and twisted like a pretzel, even though all you're doing is just standing there looking out the window. Uh, and or you can't even get out of bed because the pain is just that strong. And I was planning on editing and cutting all this up and uh, make it a little bit more special, but I somehow feel like this is gonna maybe have a little bit more impact if I just upload this straight from my phone, no edit, no cuts, nothing. uh, I don't have any desire for this video to go viral. what I am asking you to, though, is if you find this video and you know some up and coming or even uh, established artists that maybe have mentioned that they're in pain or any of that, please share it with them. Um, Let them know. Even if you don't share the video, just tell them over and over again that you will help them find a way to carry their equipment or move it better, or co-sign for a friend to get a better rolling trolley, or whatever you got to do to avoid the future pain. Uh, I think we as a society have done pretty well at helping avoid uh, people's mental pain. We still have a long way to go, but uh, let's not forget the physical pain as well, because you can be in a wonderful, cheerful mood. Um, but if your body is on fire, it's very difficult to express how happy you might have actually been if it wasn't for your body on fire. So again, in summary, the last thing I'll say before I end the video is take care of each other, take care of your bodies, and please listen when somebody is offering you help to avoid pain. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.